See you out there?
Yeah.
The record-holding Phantom in The Phantom of the Opera, the youngest Jean Valjean in Les Misérables. John Owen-Jones has left an indelible mark on the world of musical theater. Now, he's bringing his music back to China. The last time you performed in China was 4 years ago. So what inspired you to bring your music back to China this time?
And I'm delighted to be back because it's one of my favourite places. China is such an incredible place to visit. I mean, your country has such an incredible history. I would encourage more Westerners to come here and see, the incredible rich tapestry of life here. It's a brilliant place to perform. I've been performing here for 3 nights now and the audiences have been incredible.
One of the highlights of your tour is the Chinese folk music version of The Phantom of the Opera. I know you're the one who proposed it.
So I've recorded this version of The Phantom of the Opera using Chinese folk instruments, but I've westernized it a bit to make it palatable to a Western audience. Good music should sound good with any instrument. We've kind of built it out a little bit. It's not just the song, it's got a little intro and everything, and get a Chinese singer to join me. And so I got the wonderful Pan Hangwei, who was Christine in Phantom of the Opera here last year. I did think about maybe singing some of it in Mandarin myself, but I didn't want to embarrass myself. My pronunciation isn't very good, not yet anyway. So I kept all my things English and she sings a little bit in Chinese, and it's great to have the mix of the languages as well. I think it's exciting.
Hopefully one day we can hear you sing the Chinese version of The Phantom of the Opera.
Well, you never know. I never say never, so yeah, maybe.
I don't know if you know about this, many Chinese audiences first learn about musicals like Les Misérables or The Phantom of the Opera through your performance videos online. How do you feel about being a key figure of introducing Western musicals to Chinese audiences?
Well, I feel very privileged. I didn't know that that's how a lot of people got into musicals. That's amazing. When I was here last time, all I could think about was Xiao Long Bao. I absolutely loved that. I just wanted to tell everyone around the world how good that food was. I think everyone should have it everywhere. And I like to think that about musicals. Everyone should be able to experience everything if they can. If they find joy in something, they should have access to it. If there's an audience out here, then we should come and perform and bring people joy. My job, I see, is as an entertainer and possibly an educator in a way. I like to do all the songs that people like to hear, but I also like to put 1 or 2 new songs that they might not have heard before and maybe open their eyes to new musicals they might never have listened to and new music they might want to try. And I hope that's what they take away from it.
I got the next question from your fans online actually. You have performed as the Phantom in The Phantom of the Opera for over 2,000 times. How do you keep this role fresh and engaging for both yourself and your audiences?
I loved playing the Phantom. I think maybe I might never do it again, because you never know. I felt so privileged and lucky to be the custodian of that role and to hold it for a period of time. I didn't really want to let it go, so I had to find ways of making it interesting to me. But I didn't really need to work hard because the nature of live theatre means that everything is different all the time. So you can wear the same costumes, be in the same place, the same lighting, the same set, the same actors, but there's always something slightly different every time you do it. And the way to make it fresh is to just remember that there's always somebody there who's never seen it before. And you have to perform for that person because you have to excite them and engage them in a way that might make them want to come back and see it again. So that's how I keep it fresh. I always think of the one person in that audience who's never seen the show before and perform for them.
I saw you open your accounts on Chinese social media platforms and you have been really active in communicating with your fans. So how has this deeper engagement with Chinese culture and Chinese fans influenced your experience during this tour?
Whilst I'm here in China, I should do Chinese social media, and that's what I try to do because it's a much more direct way of connecting with people. What's wonderful about it is that people who normally would never be able to connect with somebody like me are able to ask me questions.
Hi, it's John Owen-Jones here. I'd love to get your questions so I can answer them before I come to China. Please send them in.
And I love doing that. I love communicating with people. And reaching across with social media has been very helpful. I've got friends from all over the world. Meeting Laurent French actor Laurent Ban. We'd met very briefly before, but now we've connected again and we're talking about maybe doing something together. And I would only have met him through Chinese social media because fans have connected us. That's quite cute, meeting somebody new who's very similar to me. We get on, and yeah, I wouldn't have done that without Chinese social media.
How do you see international tours like the one you're doing can help with the broader cultural exchange between the West and the East?
Art is shared. There's things we can learn from how the Chinese do things, and there's things that the Chinese can learn from how we do things, and ultimately it'll all go towards making everything better, and that's not a bad thing. And I think art is universal as well. Music is universal, and it doesn't matter what the language is or what your politics are or your religion. It can cross all those boundaries and it can connect with people, and I think we're doing that here in China.